What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about quarterback Will Levis. And could Will Levis possibly be traded to the Atlanta Falcons for star tight end Kyle Pitts? But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about quarterback Will Levis. And currently there is some trade rumors out there. Recently, Sports Illustrated wrote an article basically stating that the Atlanta Falcons could possibly trade Kyle Pitts to the Tennessee Titans for Will Levis and 2 picks. They said a 3rd round draft pick for 2026 and possibly a 7th round draft pick and Will Levis, and we would trade Kyle Pitts to the Tennessee Titans. And personally, I could see this trade happening. To be honest with you guys, I'm not too sure what the Falcons, how they feel about quarterback Will Levis, who was drafted 2 seasons ago out of the University of Kentucky. But Will Levis is one of those guys that's only 26 years old. He still has 2 years on that rookie deal. He'll be a free agent in 2027. And we know that we are trying to currently move Kirk Cousins possibly in a trade. So I do believe that Will Levis could be a solid backup for the Atlanta Falcons. Will Levis in his NFL career, his first 2 seasons with the Tennessee Titans, he has about 21 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. He's completing about 61% of his passes. But I really feel like Will Levis has struggled with the Tennessee Titans because they don't have a ton of weapons on that Tennessee Titans team. And he's a really young player. I do believe that Will Levis could fit in this Atlanta Falcons scheme because he is a guy similar to Michael Penix that has a very strong arm. Where he struggles is with his decision making as a quarterback, and also he struggles with his accuracy. So I really feel like those are his main issues, which we see a lot of rookies come into the NFL and struggle, similar to a Geno Smith, who's been a journeyman. He came in early out of the University of West Virginia, was drafted by the Jets, and he struggled as a rookie and struggled his first couple years in the NFL. And then he was a backup for a really, really long time. And then we kind of seen him turn his career around, and now he's the starter for the Las Vegas Raiders. So I really feel like Will Levis does have some upside. He is a guy that's athletic and mobile, who can move around in the pocket and things of that nature. He also can run the ball at that quarterback position. So I don't think that it would be necessarily a bad idea if the Tennessee Titans are willing to give up draft capital and possibly give the Atlanta Falcons a backup quarterback option. I could see this possibly happening if the Falcons decide that they don't want to keep Kyle Pitts, or they don't want to pay Kyle Pitts next season, and they'll rather get something for him before we can't, get something for him next offseason when he becomes an unrestricted free agent. So I definitely could see this trade happening. I understand why Sports Illustrated put out the article, but you guys give me your thoughts on Will Levis. Do you think that Will Levis would be a guy that would fit in the Atlanta Falcons scheme and things of that nature? Do you think that he'll be a threat to Michael Penix Jr.? Personally, I don't. I really feel like if you bring Will Levis in, it would be to develop him. And I really feel like he could have success with our offensive coaching staff. I really feel like Zach Robinson is one of the smarter, young, brilliant offensive minds in the NFL, and he'll have a lot more weapons at his disposal. And I really feel like it's important. You guys know I always talk about having depth on your roster, and I really feel like it's important to have, a good backup in case, knock on wood, Michael Penix goes down. If you were to bring in a Will Levis, he is a guy that can do some similar things that Michael Penix does as well. And it's always good to also develop players. Even if the Falcons decide that they're not going to keep Will Levis on the roster, maybe they can move him at a later date as well, use Will Levis as draft capital as well. But I definitely could see this trade possibly happening. I don't believe that the Falcons are actively shopping Kyle Pitts, meaning I don't really feel like they're trying to get rid of him, but at the right price, I do believe that the Falcons would be willing to trade Kyle Pitts because they know that they have some other guys that's going to be free agents coming up that we have to pay. Guys like Drake London, who's going to need a big contract. Guys like Bijan Robinson down the road that's going to need a new contract. And then you might want to still be able to bring in other guys on the defensive side of the ball, possibly re-signing a guy like Jesse Bates down the road. So it's really some big name or big contracts that the Falcons, and big decisions that they're going to have to make over the next couple seasons. So I could see why, if they're not going to use Kyle Pitts the way that they should, like last season, we really didn't get the most out of using Kyle Pitts. If they feel like he's not going to have a big role on this offense, I can definitely see them trying to bring in some draft capital or possibly bringing in a player like Will Levis, who still has 2 years on that deal, and possibly have a quality backup quarterback. So with that being said, I have a lot more content coming for you guys. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for your boy. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.